Excuse me. Hi guys, Stella here. Thank you for stopping by. Excuse me while I just have a good sip of tea. I've got a dry throat for some reason. Okay, what we're doing today is making some of these tiny little blooms, little blossoms with a pretty bow. And I'm not sure if you can see a shimmer on those. These are just made with white cardstock, 200 GSM. You can't see the glimmer they've got. Anywho, they were cut with this little cutter, just a tiny little bloom. I think it's only a centimetre across, if that. Yep, 10 millimetres. And I've cut them out in some white, like that, and then some other colours. And these ones I used white stamens. I used these ones. And for this lot, I'm thinking of using these green ones. You will also need, actually I didn't need this, your glue, of course. You need your mat and your needle, come here, piercing needle and a small bowl tool, which I suppose you could use the end of your needle if it was thick enough. That one isn't thick enough to do that with. Just move them off to the side. I'll bring our little mat in. I just got a piece of kitchen towel on there. Instead of the spray bottle, I'm using quite a very damp wet one, Huggies wet one. Okay, so let's start this. First up, we're going to grab some of these, take a few out. Oh, and I'm also using Cosmic Shimmer Opal Blaze Touch Tip. I suppose that is very similar to Wink of Stella. Like a mascara. That's the tip of it, and you get this really nice shimmer, white shimmer. You see it on there? Oh, I can see it, yeah. Cool. Okay. So first up, let's go with the cream. This is kind of an ivory colour, that one. So we're just going to make sure it's damp. Doesn't have to be too damp, just a little. Yep, no, it's wrong. That's the wrong one. That size, which is about 4 millimeters. Push it down to get the flower cup. Got that little cup. Now we grab our needle, make a hole in the centre. Okay, we also need a pair of scissors. Now we're going to cut the bottom ball off the stamen, but don't throw it away, keep it, because they will come in handy. So now we're pushing the stem of the stamen down through the flower. And we're going to put a little bit of glue around the hole and pull our stamen through. And just let that rest. Okay, I'm just wetting that. Put it on here and push it through. Now, I'm not happy with the lighting I've got. Seriously not happy. Ah, how's that? That's better. I can actually see now. Press it in, make our hole. It's got to be big enough for the stamen stem, but not so big that it's all going to fall through. It's not big enough. I don't know if you can see, but when I push the ball into the flower, it has created some dimension on the petals. I don't know if you can see that there. Now these ones you probably could do 2 at a time. It's actually the needle that's creating the texture on the petals. Let's see if you can see this. Can you see it? All the texture there? Okay. Just trim a bit off that. Give that a bit more. It's a little bit fiddly. This is something I'd probably do while watching TV, put everything on a tray and go from there. In this little bunch that I've already done, I've got 15 blooms in there, so I'm going to do 15 of these. Yeah, very fiddly, but worth it. Definitely worth it. It's such a sweet little bunch of flowers. Of course, you could use tweezers to hold them. That would help. There we go. To be honest, I think I'm quicker doing one at a time. Come here, you. The stamens I'm using at the moment were very kindly gifted to me by Kathy O'Sullivan, my dear friend from the US. It's so kind of her to do that. I was just talking to another friend the other day online, and we were just talking about postage, because she bought a doll from me, and the postage is horrendous these days. I mean, as she said, you hesitate to send a random act of kindness to someone. You know, you hesitate to join in when anybody's got a giveaway or a challenge or something, because the postage, It's awful. It never used to be so dear. I'm pretty sure the way our post office general works is that because most people communicate online these days, there's not so much mail going out, so they justify putting up the price of stamps, and they justify putting up the price of sending anything, because they've got to make their money somehow. And there is whisper that our government wants to privatise our postal service. I mean, how freaking stupid is that? Excuse my French, but the government we've got is absolute... they're absolute dicks. Seriously. A liberal government, which I'm not quite sure of the American equivalent. Might be Republican. But liberal is all for the business people, and to hell with little folks like us. To hell with us. The masses, you know? Oh, I'm rambling. I can understand now why my father used to say, don't talk about politics or religion. Because you can really get on a soapbox about them. Anywho, we are making these sweet little flowers. I hope I'm not out of camera when I'm doing it. Got our grandson staying with us at the moment. I don't know if I've mentioned. He's 20. Gorgeous kid. Absolutely gorgeous. Very clever. He is booked in to go to an Academy of Interactive Entertainment in July. And I tell you what, I nearly fell over when he got the email about his fees. $22,000 to go to college. $22,000. Far out. Having said that, he may qualify for HEX, where he doesn't have to pay it until he gets a job in that field. But I tell you, he's so clever. Seeing the stuff he does on his computer, making things rotate and all sorts of animations, he's brilliant. It is a little difficult for Mel and I at the moment with having an extra person in the house. We've been so long with just us two. It's, you know, in a 2-bedroom unit. But it's a pleasure having him. It's only temporary till his mum gets a house. She's staying in a friend's house until she can get a house to rent. And they are few and far between at the moment because a new government building went up. And they want to fill all those offices with government people. So they're getting people from Melbourne and all over the place. And of course these people want housing, don't they? So she's up against it. And poor baby's got to have an MRI. She's got this swollen knee. It's twice the size of her other knee. Oh, excuse me. I'm rattling on and I've got a dry throat. Oh, yum. That's the only tea I drink these days. Well, for the most part anyway. Very occasionally I'll have a nice Indian Dilmah tea, but mostly it's what are we, Twinings? Yeah, Twinings, lemon and ginger. Very refreshing. Okay, let's bring down all our little flowers that we've done. Bring them all on here so you can see them. Okay, now we're just going to get our little shimmer happening. I'll just hold it close to the flower and then just paint over it, stamen ball and all, everything. I don't know if excuse me, I don't know if you can see that or not. They are really pretty. It's almost a silver sheen. Last couple. It's nice with the different colours, stamen. Okay, oops. Now we've got a nice bunch. Grab them together. ivory paper is really, really pretty. Ivory colour. Come on. Bunch it up, bunch it up. That was dumb because I'm going to have to put them down in a minute. Look at that. Isn't that just pretty? Actually, what I did with the other one, I took another stamen, wrapped it round the bunch or the bouquet, just pulled it tight. Now there you go, pull any short ones down. Okay. Then we just got these two little stamen things just hanging there, that's fine. Okay, cute. Now let's get to the bow. What colour bow should we have? Not green. Pink perhaps, or blue. That one, no. Yeah, that one. I'm sure most of you must have one of these. And this is how I work them. Glue there and there. Put that over to the middle. Just going to give it a helping hand with this. Push that tab in. Now I'll put the other one on top. Push both tabs in. Come on, so fiddly. Not really a fan of fiddly, come on. Okay. Put that on there. Make sure it's down. Bring this to the back and then over to the front. And then push the tab into the back. Okay, there's our little bow. And I'm just going to put a bit of glue on here. These still can be separated if you want to, you know, take them out of this, out of the bouquet and use them separately. That's easy peasy done. glue sometimes just needs a little bit of help. There we go. Just turn it that way so you can see it better. Isn't it gorgeous? It's shimmering. Put them both together so you can see the difference. So pretty. As they are, they would be lovely on a card. Okay, where'd you come from? Play nice, you. Okay, I'll stop messing around with her. Okay, I'm going to do... Okay. There we go. Do you ever get the feeling something is trying to tell you something? I think that was trying to tell me that I've forgotten a bloom. Okay, what we're going to do now, I'm going to make a multicolour bunch, bouquet, and I've got all these that I've punched out. All these different stamens. Let's just pick. We can go white, yellow, I don't think these might be suitable. I don't know for sure. They're too small, I think. These ones. Pretty, but too small, not for what I want. So I'm going to go with these little white ones here. They are again a gift from Kathy O'Sullivan, bless her heart. Handful out. Okay. Let's start with a yellow one. I think a multicolour bouquet is going to look beautiful. Let's have a pink. Can you see how that that needle pushes in and creates lots of folds in the petals? The smaller the point, the more ruffles you'll get. Sweet. I am using a textured cardstock here, and it's double-sided. Oh, I can clearly see some texture happening from pushing the needle in. See how that really scrunches it up? Where are you? Really scrunches it up. I think I'll have to buy some more white stamens, since they're the ones I use most. They're so sweet. What colour now? The pink. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meh. Okay, we'll stick a white one in there too. Sorry about the lighting. I just can't get it right. Okay, we'll take another yellow one. The more you do them, the easier it becomes. You could probably eventually do it with your eyes shut. It's just so easy. And this glue, you know that was my favourite glue. It dries reasonably quickly. Not an instant dry, but it is fairly quickly. Now these flowers are too tiny and delicate to use a hot glue. I would not use a hot glue gun on these. Oops, don't you go anywhere. All these little stamen heads that I collect from doing this project, I would use for the inside of a larger flower, where I can probably just glitter them up and throw them on some glue inside a bigger flower. So don't waste them. Stop shaking. You're not hungry. I tell you, I'm a little peed off at the moment because I have so looked forward to some international cricket happening. It was supposed to happen yesterday, but it got rained out. Of course it rains in the United Kingdom. It always rains there. So the first thing you think of when someone says, oh, there's cricket in England, you think, oh yeah, how many days are we going to lose to rain? I love cricket. My American friends probably don't know what I'm talking about, but I hope you can still see what I'm doing here. Yeah. Okay, so how many have we got? 3, 4, 5. Seriously? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 more. Another little pink, mid colour, medium pink. We're having nachos for tea tonight. It's easy. And I've got a nice bar of caramel chocolate in the fridge with my name on it. Beautiful. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, my maths is correctamundo. Let's have not that orangey one, but 2 of them. Pale pink maybe. And then maybe another purple or blue. And one more, let's go with yellow. Let's go with a yellow. Make it really nice and bright and spring-like. Okay, this is the last one, and then we'll bunch it up. Yeah, shimmer. Off you go. You probably can't see what's happening with the shimmer. Because my camera doesn't have great focus. I think I shall probably have to spend a bit more money and get a bit better camera. It seems to go up in stages of amount of money I spend on the camera and the quality. Each one has got to be a bit better than the previous one, because I'm not getting the results I would like. Definitely not. Okay, that's so pretty. Last one to give glitter. Here we go. Sweet. White, yellow, blue, dark pink, pale pink, peach on the other side, purple. Look how pretty they are. Lello, as my youngest child used to say when she was a kid. Now she's got grandchildren. Yes, I feel terribly old. I don't mind saying I'm going to be 70 next month, and I don't feel a day over 50. Oh no, we can't have two purple together. That's a no-no. Go over there. Let's put a yellow in there. Isn't that amazing? That's just beautiful. And a white one there. And another pinky this side. Okay. Grab another stamen and wrap it around. Oops, you've done it again, Stella. You've forgotten one. Push her in there. Here you go. Tighten that up. Okay. What colour bow? I'm leaning towards this one. Or the green one, not sure. That'd be nice. Pink one. This one. That's quite bold. Do I want bold? No, I'm going to go with this one. My first choice, which is usually correct. The first choice. You can give these an extra pizzazz by putting a little thingy in it. Let's see. A little pearl. Let's just do that. Give it some pizzazz. Okay, that looks lovely. Just let that dry a bit. Oh, shoot. No, you don't. These are crystals for another project that I'm going to show you at some stage. Yeah. I don't believe it. Stella, you're so clumsy today. What's up? Hey, what is it? You need a square of chocolate. That's what you need. A square of chocolate. Or simply a lid to this container. Okay. I'm going to put this little bow on here now. Put that there. A little bit on here. Okay. How pretty is that one? Perfect on a card, wouldn't it? Okay. That's what we've done. And I think I'm going to put a little pearl on all of them because I really love that. That just makes it pop. What the... Get out of my way before I drop you. Beautiful. Excuse me. Okay, that's all I'm going to do today. So I hope you've learnt something else from me today to make these beautiful little bunches. And of course you don't have to, you know, add the bow, because these tiny flowers are great for just popping in, you know, with a bigger arrangement, just popping them anywhere. You could even cut the stem a bit if you didn't want it that long. Okay, thank you very much for being with me today. I hope you continue to watch my videos. Those of you that support me and advertise for me, thank you so much. Love you to bits, I really do. Okay, I think what I've got in mind actually for my next video is not flowers. I thought I would start doing the sun catcher that I'm planning on doing. I did show it on a previous video. I think I might start on that. That's it. But if I come up with another flower idea, well, who knows? I've got to do all these. These will probably be sold in sets of 3, perhaps. I'm not quite sure how I'll package them. Okay. That's it. That's it. Thank you. I've been waffling enough. And I'll see you next vid, hopefully. Thank you. Bye-bye.